Hello. Again. Once again, we're here to maybe finish. I don't know how much is left. But I know things are about to turn a very bad turn for Dokie Dokie Literature Club. Look at those cute faces. It's always a pleasure. You ever just take time to listen to music? It's so happy. Alright, so I don't entirely remember where we left off. I think this is the... Okay, yeah, so... Natsu's upcoming visit. Okay, cool. So now she's coming. Yeah. My favorite! Just because she's cute. There's no ulterior motive by any means necessary. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We send each other one after... Hey? That's a weird way to do it. We send each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turns into conversation. Why would you use the sentence we sent each other one after exchanging? Don't you mean one after another? Huh? Well, that I honestly don't understand. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. Putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard anything from Shiori since I left the club early. Since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. Or what am I becoming Cinder? But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Shiori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Shiori's feeling aside when she might need me? No, it's not. Get over there. Something's bad gonna happen. I decided to visit Shiori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I'll simply tell her, I'm coming over, much like I've done in the past. Once I reached Shiori's house and knocked on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Shiori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to run down and greet me. Oh. No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Okay, good. Whew. Shiori? Nice orca pose. Hey, what's wrong with the sad music? I sit down in her room. Shiori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Shiori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Hehe. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. Yeah, I'm that person that needs someone to come clean my room. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Shiori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then? Yep. There's more silence between us. She always stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... Shiori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Succubus. By the way, I just realized... I miss. I'm not trying to ruin the moment, but I just realized I think I misspelled my name. It's supposed to be Sarcopus, but it's Sarkapus. That was Sarcarpus. Oops. Got it wrong this time. Sarcopus. I kept pronouncing it like there was an R after the A. Eh? Why can't it just be like this? Oh, wait. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, nope. Oh my god, child. No, stop it. Hey. If I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me all. You wouldn't have to come here. You wouldn't have to even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. You don't get to laugh after that. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, succubus. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? God, you are dense as hell. I'll slap this man. You really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Sarcopus? I guess I have no choice this time. Thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Not true. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. Well, I'm not. You are. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that she always kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me just to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you, even if there was only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every little day better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you have to do is tell me. You don't understand at all, Succubus. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you would have had to waste your effort caring about me, instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but also feels like a bat being swung against my head. I don't even want to do the laugh, because it's not funny. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spirit going through my heart. Aww. Why are we such dense ass hats? So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. That I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Succubus, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Sarkopus. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sarkopus. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sarkopus. There we go. Time to make sure something was still on. Rage. Okay. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's something, anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Succubus. The only time that I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, so I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I don't think that would be nice. Oh, yeah, I thought she was going to shut me down again. I think that would be nice then. I was all prepared for her to just say, no. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this had to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help us out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. Because you're a fucking idiot. I mean, you're not the smartest man. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You are an idiot. You're an idiot among idiots. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit our house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should focus on what's ahead of me. You know, everyone's making such a big deal of the festival. I feel like it's not going to be a great time. It's been only a few minutes back home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I opened the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than a school uniform totally threw me off. It is cute. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in the comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyways, coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki's carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way just to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Hey, very dependable man. Maybe. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little bit different outside of school after all? Anyways, let's go to the kitchen. You're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Sarkopus? Come on. Since when do I need to be a gentleman? Always. I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist in my chest. Hey. Besides, there's nothing to do with it. I just now have a hole in my chest. Do you really hate being small that much? Yeah. It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they think I'm only worth my size. I had something to say that, but never mind. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started, or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. More fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey, now you're treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature, sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Yeah! What did I say? Natsuki catches the words and her face turns red. Oh, so does mine. Take it about your... Natsuki. Natsuki? Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you're trying to be nicer. Think about Yuri's figure in the process. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if it's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into your body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Because it's me. Gross. Hey, besides of me, who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I think any guy does. I finally found your weakness, Sarkopus. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please, spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. It's fine to start putting things in the bag, pulling things out of the bag so we can get started. No, we're not baking cupcakes. I'm checking all these ingredients back. How dare you call me gross? Before long, the whole kitchen's a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled fluid, and plastic bags strewn about every countertop. Oh. We have spilled fluids. What fluids would you have for cake besides water, milk? Water and milk, right? Maybe not even water. I don't know. The mixture isn't going to be big enough so we can make all the batter at once. So we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki's babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Sarkopus, where did you put the food coloring? the batter is going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you going to use it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter in smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation's where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end just looking at everyone's faces and eyes light up. I butchered that, but it's fine. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Shiori Monika's delighted expressions. Wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and huge bowl for the icing. Yeah, I'm about to say, whisking things can be a pain sometimes. Batter takes some beating. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Oh, yeah. Just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. I mean, I'm fine with, I don't know, you, being here all night. Natsuki grabs a whisk from me and uses it on the other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. Oh. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing is already improved. See? As to emphasize, Natsuki sticks her finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. Reluctantly, start to do the same. Hey. Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I started to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. Ugh. I'm down for that. I'd like to see you try. I pushed harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scooped some out with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in return. Gross. You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? This big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach with her tongue, but it's too far away. Of all the things. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I am faster, for once. I grab her whisk with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. No, that's so cute. And also, cute. Nothing else wasn't thinking anything else is perfectly cute. Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing the way you react. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it into my mouth, licking off the icing. Oh my. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. That's the way to beat her. Her face is entirely red. Oh, so cute. My name is so derpy. Sarcopus. Sarcopus, what did you do? You naughty boy. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing as the girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? Oh, you really like getting slapped. Luckily, it's not the case here. Because I have both your hands. What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the moon turn to this so quickly? I don't know, you kinda sucked her finger off there. Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over the oven. Is something burning? How you didn't put the cupcakes in yet? No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses the oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch Natsuki slide the cupcakes tray into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing. Like nothing ever happens. Oh, but it did. It definitely did. That smells good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet, smelling, warm air fills the room. You know, I would like some cupcakes now, but ones with fruit in them. Look how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. We brought the decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles so I'll make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. Oh, that one's really thin so you can use it to make stripes or patterns, but you can also use it to write stuff on cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Ah, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could just make it a literature theme by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. Then it would be fun to see people choose a cupcake based on the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress like and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Oh, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you, Baka. we need the word baka in here. Where is it at? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens the nozzles onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts it all aside to admire our work. Look how pretty they are all together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Oh yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Zero the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes early. And she would still eat dinner. Oh, come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Why? I mean, I eat a lot whenever it cooks, but why does he not cook much? Is he not feeding you well? Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have more time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? Well, that's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. Should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. And, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry something, you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. Again, I think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Nazi's already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get close to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Eh? What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. Show me how fun baking could be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that, if possible, I'd just spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. You know, that's a really good line. I like all those words. Do you really mean that? Natsu looks at me intensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Succubus, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I have to leave so early today. I really don't want to. I would stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsu suddenly gets closer to me. Oh. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the side of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. Oh. Is it gonna happen? What is happening? I think we know what's happening. My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breasts against me. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. No, Sayori. Oh. Hi, Succubus. Sayori? Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Succubus. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat cupcakes before then. Anyways, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I'd come over here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you two were having with Natsuki. Oh, how much fun you were having with Natsuki. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Succubus? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just... No. You know what? I'm not even going to finish that line. Nope. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Succubus. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori... I knew it. Monica is evil. I just have that feeling. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you isn't a burden your mind's making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. Something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put my hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Succubus. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Succubus, I like you so much that I want to die. I really don't want to shout that. It's how I feel, and that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your feelings, I know what you need most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Alright, so clearly, you'll always be my dearest friend is never a good option. That's like a chick telling a guy, and this dude's had the crush on the chick forever. Oh, you're such a good friend. You're my best friend. Yeah, no. No. I love you. Which I do. I care. I'm a caring little bro. Caring person. I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So, there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it's helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. Yes. Yep. Maybe like second. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Succubus. Suddenly, Siri wraps her arms tightly around me. Succubus, this is really okay. Yeah, I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her close. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Succubus. I made such a derpy name. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this, Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now. Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay? Okay, I trust you. Yeah, I don't believe that entirely. Siri and I slowly release each other. So I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things yet. I want everything to be the same as it's always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle any more right now. It's really new and scary for me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Succubus? Siri gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I feel like a bunch of thorns. Wait, I felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. What? Well, that's not okay. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Well, I know putting you in the friend zone was just going to be worse. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until they're back the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Again, maybe second. I'll continue a little bit more. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. Considered going to her house to wake her up, but meanwhile, preparations for the event should be nearly completed. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself, but by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsu's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funny enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Succubus! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would have been here by now. Monica's pasting little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. It must be the one she prepared that all of the poems were performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and so I submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That tummy. You'd think on days like this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Suddenly I feel awful knowing she's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because that's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Sarkopus. I mean, especially after you exchanged with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? I don't... I don't like that. I don't like that. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell you about that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with everyone yet. Geez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry, I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. She's evil. Get out of that room. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets, laid it on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people in the club take it more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poem from the ones they performed during a practice. What's this? I flipped to Yuri's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Oh. I don't think I need to read all this, but it's get out of my head continuously. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. We need to go to Yuri's house. Eh? What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Sarkopus, what's wrong? Nothing. The poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. More than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out to me. I quicken my pace. So it sounds like things are very bad. I'll continue a little bit more. Just a little bit. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help wake her up. Even the simplest gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs, and that's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She's a really heavy sleeper. I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. It's really something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? It's not what you should be thinking right now. Get in that room. In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really don't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? Get in there. Kick that door down. But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Knew it. Called it. Called it. Knew it. Knew it. Called it. All the bad puns from Monica. Left her hanging, huh? And just a quick throw out. This is a game. Of course, it had all the warnings. This is definitely not for those who would have depression or similar things. This is not okay. Okay, this is game, but even so, this is no way an answer or solve to anything. Just throwing that out there. It very clearly hurts a lot of people. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Joey wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up to a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Joey that I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything would be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I should have confessed to her. It's your need at all. She even told me how painful it was for others to care about her. Why did I confess to her? I don't think that was the wrong decision. Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, remained friends with her like I've always been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Maybe. But honestly, I don't think it mattered what choice I made. I have a feeling Monica's fucking with her. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. Huh? End? Huh? Oh. That's the end? Wait. Excuse me. Seems to be something wrong. I don't see Sayori in that mix. That was the end, huh? Monika's thick thighs, I see, are imbued with Yuri's hair, Natsuki's eye and hair, and someone's leg or her chest. Oh, okay. New game. Ooh. Words. Strange music. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms like in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting in high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently and would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase over me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Uh-huh. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples, friend groups, walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by in the average while spending my free time in games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. So wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. But we saw what happened with Sayori. That was screwed in several ways, and this dumbass MC that we only get to make one or two choices for the whole entire time. Would it have changed if I made... No. It looks like it wasn't just, you know, her dying and, oh god, this is horrible. It looks like she was deleted. Like, she now this MC is acting like she never even existed. Like, she wasn't just running back up to him. Huh? Where's my auto saves? Oh my god, I started a new game, so it's... Oh, damn, that's... Oh, wow. So, alright guys, I was pretty right about bad things happening soon, but... Oh, wow. That I didn't expect the whole new game deal, that's for sure. But again, those who have any, if y'all have issues like that, or you feel the same way Sayori did, even though, again, this is a game, I'm sure Monica is doing bad things beyond actual normal means, but you know, that's never okay. It isn't. And this game has several warnings for a reason. But I am going to go ahead and end it there, guys. I don't want to just keep it going, and because I don't know how many times it's going to, you know, make me new games. So I'm going to hold it there. But thank y'all guys for coming. And I'm seeing Doki Doki. Scared? No, but worried and confused? Yes. Scared for the others? Yes. So, yeah. And not the happy goodbye note this time, but hopefully it will get better, or we can find a way to maybe fix them. But yeah, okay. If not this time around, there's always a way. I will save Sayori next time. But thank you all guys for coming, and I'll see you the next time I decide to, well, crawl out of my cave and suffer. And actually really have a heavy heart right now. It was really sad. Well, bye-bye.